offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Miller. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Snap it to the back. Back's going for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. On the move, it's Tatum. There he goes! Gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels. He's finally out of bounds. They'll give it to him again. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sooners!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab, it's Bernard. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He rifles one deep down the middle. And he hauls it in inside the 30. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. They'll move the wide receiver. On the direct snap, it's Miller. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air, it's Mateer. That's caught, it's Sategna. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. The Sooners will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Back to pass on second down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Bernard. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And
it's a fumble! And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. Running behind that left side. Got enough for the first down and once more. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. And the Sooners in the hurry-up. They'll try the right side. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown,
understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the...
Trying to beat the D deep. Grabs it up the 25 in stride. Touchdown Tide. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer.
Man, nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
The give to the tailback. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, say to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big first down.
The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Across the 35. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown Sooners! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Simpson. Looking down the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Great coverage, great break of the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Sends it downfield. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. He'll keep it himself. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And that is a big hit. And that's a hit that I'm going, listen, if I'm the OC, I'm the head coach, I don't want to take many of those. I want to run the RPOs and I want to run my quarterback. But, Palmer, I got to understand the difference between the critical situations when I want him to take hits and the other times when I want him to take a slide.
Yeah, you got to live to play another day if you're this quarterback right now. You know this defense, their eyes are lighting up every time they see you take off and run. They know they're going to get those opportunities to try to put you down. You've got to slide. You've got to try to get out of bounds. You've got to really try to save yourself because this team needs you if they're going to win the game. Really nice run there, and you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the third quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he is looking really good.
If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Pulls and fires complete. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down.
How about this offense, man? You gotta love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the 1st down, a few more 1st downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Young. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
They'll go with a direct snap. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they featured him today.
The offense changing the play. Direct snap. It's Young. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Young. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
On the direct snap, it's Young. He didn't get there. 4th and goal from the 1, and they are stopped.
the defense coming up big on 4th and short. You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
And that's a big-time play by this defense. When you needed it the most in the 4th quarter, this game is super close, it's tight. Not only do you make a play and get a stop, you put points on the board and you get the football back with a chance to salt this football game away. That's how defenses step up late in games.
This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. He fires one deep over the middle. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Fires to the wideout. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. A low line drive and short kick. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
That is how it's done. In the clutch, in the big time, your offense comes up with the big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
Just an extra point away from taking the lead late. And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the 4th. And that one ought to help us build the drama down the stretch. Bringing it back. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Simpson. Here's a heat. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Might be changing the route. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Gets away from one. He's got space. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal.
Execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
And the jumbo formation is on the field as they line up for the 2 points. On the direct snap, it's Young. Just couldn't nudge it across for the 2-point conversion. They'd hoped to go up by a touchdown, but they're still up by 5 here in the 4th. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Now they'll run it to the right here. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
I absolutely hate that play call. At this point of the game, you're trailing, you're trying an outside run. It's a slow developing play, eating up seconds. And if you're going to do that, at least you have to be able to get out of bounds. He wasn't able to do it, and now the clock is ticking and ticking away. That is just not the right play call in this 2-minute situation.
And this offense tries to run, and unsuccessfully. Nice defense up front. Nice job playing the run and the pass in a passing-type situation. Offense, they've got to get a little bit aggressive here. They need points on the board late.
They do get the clock stopped, but going backwards is not the recipe this late in the game.
Well, trailing late in the game right now, the offense obviously needs better plays than that, and they took a negative play. But at least the good news is they got out of bounds, so they're able to stop the clock. They've got to dial something up here that's going to get a big play.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He lost one down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Sooners want to crank the tempo. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Young.